Welcome to this episode of the OTTRED Spotlight podcast. I feel blessed and lucky to be speaking to a fellow entrepreneur in the streaming space, the founder of Conviva, Hui Zhang. Hui, welcome to Dubai.
Hi, thank you, Chris.
Absolute pleasure.
Be here. Good to chatting.
I have felt ignited, excited. I've been educated in doing the research for this walk and talk with you. I'm really looking forward to hearing a little bit about you, where the genesis of the idea for Conviva came from.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to exploring some of the things that we've explored in our conversations, the attention economy, the fact that everything is in abundance,
Yes.
apart from attention,
Yes.
and how important trust is as well when it comes
Yes.
to the way that technology is utilized now, not only to reach audiences, but to actually maximize the monetization of those audiences.
Yeah.
Let's start with you, Hui. You're a great guy. I really enjoy your company. We've spoken about our families and some of that other stuff, but talk to me about the moment where you envisaged this company that is now the staple diet of data within the streaming and media world,
Yeah.
Conviva. Where did it come from? What was the genesis of where you imagined this?
Thank you, Chris. It's great to be here. It's great to be in Dubai. I think this is an amazing time when 2025, the world, when we talk about the original start with Conviva, I usually talk about, 30 some years ago when I was a PhD student at UC Berkeley. And that's where I was actually studying how to support video on packet switching networks, the internet. At that time, internet was less than a million users, if you can imagine.
I'm an ex-telco guy, so I remember frame relay, X25, all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so but at that time, we were already under some very visionary leaders start thinking about how to support streaming on the internet. I think one of the early person was Sandy Fraser. He was the chief scientist of AT&T.
Yeah.
He sponsored my research. And but anyhow, that was the beginning, and I've been studying this for a while. And then I have another great person I want to mention is also a mentor and inspiration. His name is Herb Simon. He, for those of you who are not familiar with him, it's actually he's Nobel Prize winner. He invented this concept of attention economy, and also he's a Turing Award winner. He's the invention of AI. Wow. For that work, he got the Turing Award. But then one of the key things he said was, like you're talking about, say everything is going to become a commodity.
Yeah.
Except people's attention.
Yeah.
Everything can be mass produced, except trust.
Yeah.
So when we were building, a video streaming online, the solution, we realized that, consumers, the experience, they already have experience. If you not honor that, expectation, you're gonna impact their attention, which is ultimately impact their trust to your brand. Now, as we're going to this new world of fast forward to today, it's like really, there's so many things. We're in the world of Spotify, Agami, TikTok, and with all this other traditional media, and which is reinventing themselves. The reality is they all competing for our attention.
Yeah.
And then
everyone's only got 24 hours a day, right?
Absolutely. And it's get a lot more. The experience got richer. You're not only you can access from mobile, from your TV, hence 3D, lenses. So this world is moving, and then now you're talking to AI.
Yeah.
Right. And the whole AI agents is a part of the whole interacting. A consumer interacting with. So I think the experience is a lot richer, and the expectation is so much higher.
Yeah,
and
I hope you're enjoying the podcast. Look, the brand elevation that this podcast over the last 5 seasons has brought for OTTRED, my brand, and in this season, sponsors as well, is something that I want to make available to you. If you're enjoying this podcast and you'd like to get this section of the next season to elevate your own brand, then please reach out to me. Talk to me a little bit about Conviva. Where is the organization now? Like, you've got a huge presence. The gravity and credibility of the proposition is notorious.
Yeah.
Where do you see the business being now as the founder and chairman?
Yeah.
And what do the next few years look like? What excites you?
Yeah. So we have the very fortunate and very lucky to grow with the streaming TV industry. Yeah. When we first started, YouTube was only have 100 million views per year.
Wow.
Yeah, and the Hulu just started.
That's great.
And then we experienced the first digital Olympics in Beijing. We experienced the first digital World Cup soccer in South Africa.
Yeah.
And we grew with the industry. We had the privilege to be helping the launch of all the major brands.
Yeah.
And including HBO.
But you've earned that right, Hui.
Yeah.
You know, you've earned the right. I'm a big believer in earning the right to trade.
Yeah.
And, you know, the growth of the organization and the magnitude of the kind of events that you've just said that you were part of the fabric of,
Yeah.
you know, you work your way up to those kind of things, right? We've talked about AI and those kind of things. How's that distorting, changing, evolving the landscape as you look out as a visionary onto what the next few years look like for Conviva?
Absolutely. So nowadays, if fast forward to today, right? We're working with some of the largest media brands. We're very, very proud of them. They're expanding their business. For example, they're not only just viewing, they think about merchandising, they think about gaming, you know, they're expanding their business, having multiple ways of engaging with their consumers. And also we notice what we have invented, which is using real-time decision engine to help multiple teams to really understand how the user behavior, how do you support them operationally, how do you support them, the product-wise, how do you support the marketing team. So all different teams, marketing, operation, engineering, even customer support and business analysts, they're all using Conviva's platform to run their business. Now we realize actually every digital business requires that. So we are now take all the experience and the technology we have built, and now we're expanding it beyond the media. We're going to all the other digital brands. We're going to the retail, the travel, the fintech. I think any places you have a digital experience, that Conviva should be there helping to make the real-time decisions for your business.
So just as you had mastered the streaming and entertainment, media and entertainment world, then you reveal that you're going to a whole much wider horizon.
Yeah.
But it's digital enablement, right? It's the digital arena that's making this possible.
It is. And I'll give you an example even you mentioned the AI, right? Nowadays, AI is used in content creation, using the customer support, it's using for recommendation engines. And we're going to have agents in the video player, in the app. So many of our customers are already experimenting with them. They're sophisticated programs. To get them working really well, you need very sophisticated data-driven tools to help that. And so we're not only, again, even in our core business, our traditional business in media, we're continuing to innovate. Our customers continue to innovate. We continue to innovate with them. And then while we're doing that, like you said, we're taking the same technology, same experience, expanding to other verticals.
You mentioned recommendation engines there. So often when I speak to organizations in our space and about AI, recommendation engines come into the conversation. And you know why that interests me, Hui? It interests me because of the fact that I've got a deep-seated belief that we're moving towards a moment where convergence between lots of the different platforms that we use and types of media that we consume, they will converge. And then AI behind recommendation engines and content commerce becomes a whole new thing. Should we head in that direction, Joe? What do you think about that? Do you see that from your point of view with all of the experience you've got? Convergence and the ability of AI to actually bring the monetization of all of these things together?
Absolutely. I think first of all, it's already happening, right? So the recommendation engines and the advertising has always been driven for AI for a period of time now. But now it's really taking on steroids now with large language model. And I think that with the new deep learning algorithms, we can do so much more in terms of content recommendation. The key though is like every AI algorithm, the most important thing is data, the accuracy of data, the clean data. So I think that's the...
Let's move you out of the sun, Hui. We're going to bake otherwise.
So
let's go.
So I think the dirty secret of AI is the quality of your data. And that's what Conviva is. Conviva is, collecting comprehensively from all the digital endpoints, all the data, but we also process it and make it clean such that it can hydrate all the AI algorithms, including recommendation engine, including, the commercial advertising, sort of targeting algorithms. So the very important thing is the data and the data processing technologies are foundation to those advanced AI and feasibilities and the functionalities.
Isn't it amazing how all of this stuff that is actually becoming the staple diet of daily life, our personal life, our professional life, the systems and protocols that we use in business, AI, but actually the foundation of that is data.
Yes.
That the AI can't work, the LLMs can't work in the way that they're supposed to unless the data is stored, blocked, able to be accessed in a way that creates the output that people expect.
And you need lots of data, you need high quality data, you need data in real time.
Yeah.
So this is what Conviva is providing.
Yeah.
And also you're coming back, in our daily practices. Now, whether our development process, or our design process, or engineering process, Conviva is utilizing AI. We're an AI first company, not just like we're providing the product with AI in our product right now, helping our customers to navigate. And also we're supporting our customers' AI initiative in terms of data and the clean data. And also we're monitoring all the agentic agents. So we're having agentic monitoring and analytics. And so that's another big piece. But also in our daily practices, we're the practitioners using AI technologies. Whether it's coding, whether it's design the product, whether it's engineering, there's a lot of AI technology being used in Conviva. So we're a true AI first company.
That's amazing. Look, Hui, we're nearly at the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
We're nearly at the event.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. It's more of a personal one than a professional one, but I extend this question to everybody ever that's been on my podcast.
Okay.
If you could give the younger you one piece of advice, what would it be?
I gave the Steve Jobs, it's a comment. Stay hungry, stay foolish. We're in this world of rapid change. There's all this talking about AI is going to replace people. That's not going to be. AI is an instrument that can help us. We should be the master of technology. We should be empowered by the technology, and we should absolutely get more efficient and more effective by the technology. And the human being has all the power, and because we know what the future is. We have the passion. We know the future. So stay hungry and stay fearless.
I love that. Hui, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much for being on the OTT Red Walk and Talk.
Absolutely. It's
great. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, thank you.